Spirit finger. Okay.
Imagine a world without laws. What would it look like? Everyone in this room has come into contact with the law, whether it be directly or indirectly. I myself have come into contact with the law, and it changed my life forever. Today, we're going to look at how laws and why we have them, how laws differ around the world, and how similar laws are approached differently around the world. There is a great deal of effort put into making laws that will cater to the needs of each individual in the society. First, we're going to look at laws and why we have them. Laws protect the rights of individuals and govern the citizens in a society. These laws are made by representatives who are chosen or elected by the members of the society in referendum. No matter how these laws are made, it is important to remember that they need to be fair and applied fairly to each individual in the society. That is the job of the government. I got this information from USTSA.gov. Different situations call for different procedures. With this in mind, it is fair to assume that not all countries will have the same policy. Now we're going to look at how laws differ around the world. Culture is an influencing factor in our day-to-day lives. It is important to consider this also when looking at the laws of other countries. Culture is defined as the behaviors or belief characteristic of a certain social, ethnic, or age group. I got this from dictionary.com. Because of different belief customs, the government must cater to the needs of each individual in society. There are certain laws in the U.S. that are not found or approached differently in other countries. For example, in China, you can only have one child. There's a law that says if you have any more, it's too bad. You can only have one. But in the United States, we have hit TV shows on TLC like 19 Kids and Counting, which flaunts having this many children. Another thing that's illegal in the United States is child pornography, but this isn't the case in all countries. Looking at this diagram, you can see the different places where it is legal and not illegal. In the red, those are the places that don't have any laws on child pornography. And there's quite a few red in there. With the orange, they have some type of law, and then all the way at the top with the dark green, so the United States, some other places, Australia too, they have, they meet all the criteria for having child pornography laws. While some laws are different and some are the same, it is how we approach these that really counts. Now we're going to look at how similar laws are approached differently around the world. A specific law that is almost universally agreed upon is the law of DWI. I got all of the following information from NHTSA.gov. Drinking and driving poses a threat not only to the driver, but also to the members of society. It is because of this that most countries with vehicles have some type of DWI policy in place. I myself have received a DWI, and the following information is true. If you get one and your BAC or blood alcohol content is over 0.08, or if you're underage and drinking, which I was, you can face possible jail time. Your license gets suspended, you have a lot of court fines, and you get put on probation. So once I got my DWI, I decided to look up the policies in other countries. In Russia, on your first offense of drinking and driving, you can lose your license up to life. In Turkey, if found drinking and driving, you are taken 20 miles away from your town and forced to walk back, escorted by police. And finally, in El Salvador, even on your first conviction of drinking and driving, you are carted off and executed by a firing squad on your first time.
What?
Yeah. So looking at these different policies and how other countries handle them makes me feel very, very fortunate that I live in the United States. Everyone in this room has come into contact with the law, whether it be you, a friend, anyone. You've somehow been connected. Laws provide a guideline for how we as a society should act, but differ based on culture. Culture impacts which laws countries have and how they are approached. While it is tempting to be against laws and be resentful of them, can you imagine our world without them? Thank you. And she forgot to show the audience, so this is them in all their glory. Okay.
Oh, are we going to have to do it again?
No, I hope not. And these are my note cards. Thank you.